have 5 fabulous books for you, all from Korean authors. So this is a collection of Korean-owned voices, romances that I know you are absolutely going to love. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Lisa London Books, and you're watching the Harlequin Books channel, where we talk all about romance books. Now, if you didn't know this, I was actually born in Seoul, and I have a huge appreciation for any books written by other Korean authors with Korean romance characters inside of the book. So I wanted to share all of my favorite books with you today. First one is The Last Exiles by Anne Shin, and it was actually inspired by true events, which makes it even more like gut-wrenching. It is a really deep romance about this couple that meets in college. One of them is super wealthy. The other one is whatever the opposite of that is. And so when they go back after college, she returns back to her wonderful, lavish life. And he actually finds out that his family is poor, they're starving, and they're running out of food rations. So he does something to kind of turn those things around and then disappears. So she is desperate to find him and starts going into places that she normally wouldn't go, all in the name of love. The next book is A Song of Secrets by J.C. Lee, who is one of my favorite Harlequin authors. She writes for the Harlequin Desire line, which is steamy, contemporary, and full of fabulously rich and wonderful people. A Song of Secrets is a second chance romance with a world-renowned cellist, and she really needs to save her chamber society, and she thinks that her ex can possibly do the job. The only problem is they haven't been on speaking terms since the breakup. As another Harlequin Desire series, The Heirs of Hansel, which is about a rich, powerful family in LA. She also has some fun rom-coms as well, including A Sweet Mess, which has been optioned by Daniel Dae Kim to be made into a movie. The next book is Sunny Song Will Never Be Famous by Suzanne Park, who is hands down the funniest author I have ever read. I absolutely am always cracking up whenever I read her books. This is a YA romance about a senior in high school whose video goes viral, but in a bad way. So she's been sent to a digital detox camp for the summer in Iowa, where she may or may not have some sparks with a local farm boy. The next one is Emergency Contact by Mary Choi, and this one was amazing. It's about two people who kind of cross paths randomly. She's going off to college to study writing, and he is kind of waiting for his big break as a movie director, but in the meantime, he's a barista at a coffee shop where he also lives. So this is like his waiting period till he hits it big, and the two of them exchange numbers and then end up having this torrid texting affair. So it is amazing and hands down one of the greatest books ever, because I honestly went into it with super low expectations because I was like, oh, it's a texting book, this is so Gen Z, but I actually loved this story. It was really cute. If you ever read Bridget Jones's Diary and you're like, I don't want to read diary entries, I kind of felt the same way about reading text messages, but they were the way this book was written was hands down best book ever. And the last book is Shine by Jessica Jung. And if you recognize that name, it's because she's actually famous. So this is a book about a K-pop star written by an actual real life K-pop star. So Jessica was in the girl group Girls' Generation, and I think they were around for 10 years. It was amazing. Anyways, so she now writes a book and she still sings on her own. But this book is a young adult book about a girl who gets recruited to be in a K-pop band. And you're not allowed to date. There's really strict rules, but she's starting to fall in love with another singer. So this book is how they can sneak around, get together, and also make their career dreams come true. All right, that's a wrap on Korean-owned voices romances. I hope there was a book in there you found that you might want to check out. I definitely loved all of them and highly recommend every single author in today's lineup. All right, remember, if you love hearing about romance books, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Harlequin channels post new videos every week. Bye, everyone.